The problem with doctors finding sick people in very old art. Some doctors are finding sick people in very old art, usually in painted pictures and people made from rock. Doctors say they can recognize sick people in very old art by looking at the way the person stands, their skin color, the expression on their face, and any weird body things they can see. I became interested in this and started looking for as many times when doctors wrote about sick people in art in books and letters for other doctors as I could find. I did not care what kind of sick people they wrote about or what kind of art they found the sick people in. But I did ignore the times when doctors wrote about real, well-known people who died a very long time ago who we already know were sick. This was because I was more interested in how doctors look at painted pictures or rock people and found sick people that we didn't know were there. I also ignored the art from a very, 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 very long time ago because they all look funny and are all weird shapes. I think it's too easy to look at that art and say that person was sick. I found 25 times when doctors wrote about finding sick people in 39 kinds of art. Almost half of the sick people the doctors found were men, and the other half were women. Almost all of them were grown-up children. From the 39 kinds of art, doctors wrote about finding new growing body parts that might hurt you about 15 times. 11 of these new growing body parts that might hurt you were the kind that women get on their chest. Usually, the doctors found the sick people by focusing on how people looked, like their skin color, or if they had weird-looking body parts. But sometimes they don't give any reasons why they think the person is sick. In a way, some of them almost said, "They just are. Trust me, I can see it because I'm a doctor." While it is interesting to try to find sick people in very old art, when walking through a building with lots of old painted pictures and people made from rock, it does have problems. First, doctors are acting very sure when they think they find the sick people. This is weird because painted pictures and people made from rock are not real people. Even though a real person was the idea behind making the art a long time ago, there is no way that a doctor can recognize if that person was actually sick at the time. It's almost like the doctors forget that these are not real pictures of people, like the very real pictures we have today. The doctors say that long ago, people who painted pictures were very good at making people look like real people. This is true, but it's still not the same as a very real picture from today. The art from a very long time ago could have been painted in ways that made a person look different than they really were. Sometimes the person in the picture could also be very small, far away, or hidden by something else. Also, a very long time ago, the idea of what pretty people look like is different than it is today. There were times long ago when looking sick was thought to be pretty, like making yourself look very pale and lean. It doesn't mean they were actually sick. Another problem is that the sick people found in very old art are being written about in books and letters for doctors and are being presented as truth without question. This isn't good because there is no way to check if what the doctor thinks is actually true. What is thought to be a sick person could just be the expression of the person who made the art. Maybe doctors are finding so many sick people in art because they see sick people every day at work. If you always see something every day at work, you will see it outside of work. This is like how students learning to be doctors often think they and their friends are very sick, when really they are not. The last problem is that doctors finding sick people in works of art is being confused with actually studying sick people from a long time ago who are now dead using their hard, dry, white body sticks. The doctors do not ask the people who study sick people from a long time ago if they agree or use the books and letters that are written by the people who study sick people from a long time ago. This is the biggest problem because the people who study sick people from a long time ago know a lot about sick people from a long time ago. They can check if the doctors are right or at least help them by using what they learned from the dead people's dry, hard, white body sticks. Thank you.